So good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. I always, well, I guess I should say who I am. It might be some new people on here. So my name is Phyllis Nash. I'm your Chief Sales Officer, one of the four co-founders. Really excited to be here with you this morning in Chicago. It is a beautiful, sunshiny day. Now I don't know what the temperature is, but it is beautiful and the sun is shining, and that is always a plus. So I want to just share some information in case you are ever thinking of doing any public speaking, or it's something like we're doing right now, or doing presentations. Your audience is the speaker's life. And so when you come up and show up anywhere, I mean, just anywhere, you need to be glad. Hey, wake up, say what's going on. You'll even feel better, even if you're sleepy. Because I can tell you right now, I could be in my bed, sleep right now, but I'm not, because I'm here with you guys and I got a bunch of stuff to do. So what am I doing? I am waking my own body up by feeling and hearing and being excited about just taking the last breath I took, because everybody got something to be thankful for. And so if you can't think of nothing else, just breathe and see how it would feel if you couldn't do that no more. You wouldn't be here. So come on the phone, on the line with some excitement in your life. And yes, I can relate. I know things happen. Life gets in the way. We all live it. But it's how we show up. It's how we deal with whatever is going on. And at all times, I'm telling you, if you feel good, if when you get ready to do your business and you get ready to pick up that phone and call somebody to invite them to maybe an event that's going on in your area, we are getting ready to have the pink rush. So as you pick up that phone, or going to Dr. Roz's event in Houston on the 11th and inviting somebody out, go in the mirror, smile, jump up and say, hey, hey, getting excited, because when somebody hears you on the other line, they hear ho hum, down, bored, disgusted all the time. They want to hear some energy, especially if you're inviting them out. So again, when you come on the line with gusto. Now, whether you do it or not, I shared it. And I'm sure I always share stuff in the event that somebody is listening. And last night, was there not somebody listening at our Founder Special Certification Edition? We had more people than we've had on certification in a long time. I learned some things from our phenomenal Jarvis, right out of Florida. I learned some things from our phenomenal Minister Willie Mooney, and our testimonials, um, Bernadine Kirkland, as well as Tonya Patillo, and our other speakers, Gigi Harris. I got that energy, guys. They all brought it. They all were there. And and even our own coach, Dan, he gonna bring some energy. And so I'm glad for all of you guys that participated. I'm glad. And for those that missed it, get the recording, because it was phenomenal. And I promised it. You will learn something about your business, because we brought a lot of founders in. We don't want to leave them out there. We want them to know the opportunities that they have. And when Tonya shared her testimony, that should have gave a whole lot of people the courage. If you're afraid to share your business, to invite people to hear about it, suppose you had shared that business with someone like Tonya Patillo last night, that talked about how her whole life has changed since getting started, meeting Anita and Fred Shelton at an event, guys, at an event where they were doing bioscans and educating about our company. And this has changed this couple's lives. She said they've been together since they were 17, and now they're 55, and they are in love all over again. How good would that feel if you had introduced somebody to some information that would do that to their lives? And especially how she has benefited from her condition of MS, how much better she feels. She's got a new lease on life. That's the knowledge that you have. That's what you have with your business. And now each and every one of you should not look at it as, oh, I'm bothering somebody. Oh, I'm calling. No, you should be going out there saying, let me find how many new people I can bless their lives with the information that I have, that we have at Wakana, soon to be Akana. And so I want you to step it up, but you got to have that energy. Anybody listening to Tonya last night would have been intrigued, would have wanted more information about what she and her husband are doing. And they have not even been in the business. Time passes so fast. 6 months. I know it's maybe less than that. Let's say for founders, they became founders. That's what they became founders. And so with that being said, guys, always treat your business like it's a blessing, because it really is a blessing for somebody else to share the information. And at the end of the day, what we did last night, even in our presentation, we shared the information. We invited, if you're a number one, somebody that's a customer, somebody that wants to be a customer, by all means, go to that person's website, get with them, find out what products that work with you, and go and order it. If you're somebody that heard the information, knows that there's so many people I know that need this information, go on, invite them to your house, to a Zoom, so that they can get the information and they can make a decision. But after that, we're going to talk about building a business. We're going to talk about creating an additional income stream. We're going to talk about, for some people, leaving legacy. And if that's not who you are, if you did not come here interested in that information, then by all means, we excuse you, because we want to share some of the things that some of us have decided to change our financial future with Wakanda. And so we don't force what we do on anyone. And so I need you guys to be more confident about that, and like, oh, here they come with another. No, I'm giving you some information. You choose to do with the information that you want. But I know there's some people that are like me and want another stream of income, want another way of doing business instead of the traditional way where you're tied down to a brick and mortar. That was my story. And so as you go out and share, always tell your story. See, Tonya can tell her story about what this company and the products did for her. For me, I can tell my story about what this industry has done for me. I'm gung-ho on MLM. I really am gung-ho. First of all, I like helping other people do things that they never thought that they could do. How many of you ever thought that you could be doing Zooms and doing presentations or holding parties or leading teams? How many of you ever thought that would happen? You know, I'm not saying in your job, because your job is always probably laid out. You do this, you do that, and you know exactly what you're doing. But how many of you all have built the confidence, started a business, then start building confidence, calling people, sharing videos, following up? You know, you're building confidence along the way. And what builds confidence more than anything is repetition. The more you do it, the more confident you feel. And how about when you have planned out a day? Okay, I'm going to work. I'm going to deal with my job, but I'm not going to put my life into my job. I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to put my time and my passion and my effort into my business. So then I'm going to leave my job, or while I'm on my job during lunch, I'm going to make some calls to get people on the webinar that's coming on tonight. That's my business. And I'm going to reach, when I get out, those people that I talked to yesterday. I'm going to follow up because I sent them those videos. And so that's my passion. That's my me building legacy. I'm going to follow up with them. I'm going to have I'm going to invite, at least talk to 50 people during the week, so that I can have a pool of people to invite to the events that we're having. And if at that night that we're having that Monday night call and I have 3 new people on, I followed up with 2 people today that did the videos on Sunday. I invited them to Flat Belly Lifestyle, but in between time, I sent them a recorded version. And when you lay your head down on that pillow that night, you feel good. Why? Because you have built confidence. You have taken some steps. You have done some money getting activities, creating activities that day, by talking to those new prospects, by following up with the ones you talked to the day before. That's building your business. You will not get around this, guys. There is, at one point, you will be able to put your business on automate. Automate means you're on the beaches of the world, and you have poured enough time and trained enough people to create duplication. And duplication is created all the time. Those things that we've been doing at the dispensary this last whole month of February and January, the events that you've had, now what you're seeing is people recreating, duplicating. Here, Dr. Roz is duplicating on March 11th in Houston. She's taken what Melissa put together here in Chicago. She's added her own little flair to it. She's going to have an event that's going to attract a lot of people that are coming out to an event to get some information where they can make a decision. You heard Coach Dan last night. His wife just opened a new health center. What is he going to do? Duplicate. He's going to have his grand opening on March 26th, where here he's going to have a blood pressure station, get your blood type station, getting your 21-day cleanse station, sampling some vegan food so you'll know what to look for if you decide to incorporate vegan foods into your diet. He's going to replicate. This is called duplication. This is what causes you to have legacy income. Yes, it's going to take a couple of years, but hey, you've been working on a job for 40 years. So this is how you build. We show you every day, but guess what? We can't get you to make the decision to go into action. And so now what's happening? We just kicked off March Madness. And that's right. Anything that was sold last night is going to count for points to go through it. So what I am encouraging you guys to do is get with your teams. Now, ideally, you all want to be on the same team, because that means the whole team is becoming stronger. You want to pick your 10 people. You want to start your strategy, because they was trash talking last night. Bernadine was awful quiet. I don't think she could talk, but see, she ignited. She was the biggest trash talker last year. And guess what? She was the winner of the whole thing. They Blessed Branches took the team win as well as the individual win. But it's trash talking going on already, guys. We got brand new people that are at the table. We're going to see some new teams create. So again, on the 26th, we will be laying it out. Get together right now, forming your teams. There's 10 people on each team. Each individual, for the team, you need to have $50. For the each person, $50. For the individual person, the person that they know is going to go out there and get the most points. Don't hold me to this. I don't know if we wrote down 100 and it's not in front of me. So I'll tell you what the individual cost will be. But you guys need to be forming those teams, because this is going to be a run. Last year, we had a phenomenal time. It put money in a lot of people's pockets. So we want to recreate that. And with Javarius's new system on income tax, how he laid that plan out, you all should be implementing that to get those numbers for March Madness. And so we're going to make sure he goes over some of that training again. But guys, this is the time to take your business to the next level, to make sure you're walking across that stage in April, because this is the industry you're in. We're not trying to do anything that happens on your job. This is what happens in social selling industry, and that's what we're doing. So whether you walk across as a pearl, a jade, a sapphire, a ruby, a emerald, or a diamond, just make sure you walking across that stage as something. Make sure that you have put some time, some effort to build your business, okay? And with that being said, today is Tuesday. We have the doctor's edition with Dr. Betty and her team heading it up. It's on your virtual schedule. I'm sure Dr. Roz will put a reminder out there on the website, and make sure you are on your website, Wakanda for Life Facebook group. And for the new people, if you're not on the website group pages, Facebook group pages. It's Wakanda for Life, as well as Flat Belly Lifestyle. And if you're not there, just go there and request to be on there. You will be accepted by the administrator. And you want to invite your new people there, because that's what gives them the idea, the culture, the community of what we have here at Wakanda. I put many people on that page, and that page drips on them day in and day out. They see what we're doing here at Wakanda. I saw the other day that people I didn't even realize was on the page that I invited years ago were making comments. And so that means they're looking at you guys. And one day, those same people might call you up or send you a message, say, you know what? I've been looking at you guys for the last year or so. I want to join. And all you did was add them to the page. And after you gave them their exposures and they weren't ready to make a decision, that page continues to work in and day out for you, letting them see, hey, when we started out, they didn't have this, they didn't have that, but look at them. I saw this person when they congratulated her for being a pearl, and now she's an emerald. Wow, that means somebody is growing, somebody is creating a business, and somebody's getting paid for that business. Maybe I should take a chance and go on and get started myself. But if you're on that and you didn't do anything but what you were supposed to do in the beginning, and then added them to the page and let the page do the work for you. So new people, I'm talking to you. Start blowing up your Facebook pages, your group pages, and that's how your business will grow too. So with that being said, I am right at 8:15. I have done my 15 minutes. Now I want you to go out and have a Wakanda kind of day. See you back here tomorrow morning with Coach Dan. Bye now. Get those teams, and guess what? Push.